Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with Internal Revenue Service. Welcome to my YouTube station. It's the Hove of the 5 minute or less video. I'm trying to adjust this light here for you today. I worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. I've been doing this 50 years. I'm a national expert in IRS tax resolution. I appreciate you being here. I have 7,000 subscribers, and many of you have come to me because you've seen me on the national news. You can go to my website at 777irs.com. I've been on Fox Business News twice, ABC, the Washington Bureau, Newsmax, News Nation. Yeah, generally they want my opinion on things. They don't, hard to believe, but they do. When you go to that website, 777irs.com, you'll see my team of former IRS agents. I do these videos for 3 reasons, so you don't get ripped off. Today's going to be you don't get ripped off. I tell you the truth about things so you can make an honest and educational decision, and I try to give you inside information when I can. You know, I have been in practice a long time. I've been in resolution for 40 years, plus the 10 years at IRS. So I am well grounded in this industry. I'm one of the national figures in it. I have a huge following on Facebook. I have 4,000 tax professionals that follow me. I put on an event called the Tax Mob every year, and I'm kind of the leader of the Tax Mob. And I love resolution. And some of the things that bother me are the things that are going on in our industry. And one of those things are Optima tax relief. There's a lot of good and bad about everything. And I'm not here to knock the entire Optima tax relief thing. They are the biggest company that does resolution, and they're the worst company that does resolution. I'm going to tell you why, and you can go from there and make your own decisions. Optima tax relief spends, my guess, I'm guessing, that's a pure guess, at least $200,000 to more than that in advertising a month, not a year, a month. They're all over pay-per-click, Facebook, they're all over everything. And you have to collect that money somehow when you're Optima tax relief. They make a lot of claims. I'm not going to tell you whether they're true or not, but here's the problem. They have high pressure salespeople, high pressure, and you have to know that now. The people you talk to at Optum, when you call them, they don't do tax relief. You're speaking to a salesperson. And I just got off the phone today with somebody, and Optima charged $10,000. And when the person went ahead and asked, well, what's going to happen at the end of my case, the person, and I do have the name of my client, by the way, I'm not making any of this up, the Optima salesperson says, what do you think? I have a crystal ball. That's amazing, because people have no idea when they're calling these companies. They're speaking to salespeople who are reading scripts, salespeople who are high pressure, salespeople whose job is dependent on charging you a lot of money. Here's the problem with this, with Optima. When you're selling the case as a salesman, you really don't have enough information to tell the client how the case is going to close. You can't, because you don't have any experience. The only people who can go ahead and tell you how a case is going to close is either an attorney, a CPA, or an enrolled agent, because they're the only people licensed to talk to IRS on your behalf. If the salesperson doesn't do IRS representation and they know nothing about closing a case and they can't speak to IRS and they don't know what your financial statement is and they haven't worked a number of years, then there's no idea how your case is going to close, and you would be a fool to go ahead and give money to a salesperson who has absolutely no idea what's going on. They've heard of things, they may have had some training, but at the end of the day, do not believe the lies that are being told to you from salespeople at anywhere, not just Optima, any big, large resolution company. If you are not speaking to an attorney, a CPA, or an enrolled agent, you're going to get ripped off because the salesperson is just throwing junk at you, and they're going to take enough information from you to go ahead and maybe convince you they can do the work when they really have no idea whatsoever. I just want to tell you, a person who's been doing this like me, or maybe somebody else you call, given the information, we do have a crystal ball. And we can tell you how your case is going to close, because when you've worked thousands of cases like I have, I can tell you how your case is going to close. The only case I can't tell you how it's going to close is you have an IRS audit, because I haven't looked at your books and records. So given the fact, by asking questions as a former agent to you, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to you and your case, and how the case can be resolved, or it may not be able to be resolved. Anyway, you just heard the truth from me. If you have questions for me, call me. You can email me. Give me a subscription. But whatever you do, don't believe what the salesmen at Optima tax relief tell you. They don't know what they're talking about. Give me a subscription. Thank you.